Hi everybody, Ellen here. Today I come to you guys with a new challenge that I'm going to do. This one is called How Well Do I Know My Books Challenge and it's created by Yesterday Reader. I will link his original video down below. I have like 27 questions and it's just some questions that I'm supposed to answer by randomly picking books off of my shelves and pretty much summarize the book and what's the main character's name and what the book is about and stuff like that. So I asked my friend Jamie and also some people on Instagram to give me some random numbers. So yeah, let's get started, I guess. And since you're supposed to only use pretty much books that you have read, I am going to skip this shelf because this is my TBR shelf. I don't have anything I've read on that. So we're just going to keep us to these two shelves where like everything except like 4 or 5 books I have read. Question number 1. Without looking on the description, can you tell us what the book is about? Shelf 3, book 18. So let's get counting. It's Words of Radiance Part 1 by Brandon Sanderson. I did read this book not that long ago. So I mean, this is a book that is really hard to describe, as I tell you guys every time I talk about this series. But this is a book very much centered around, you know, war, and it's a fantasy story, and there's war. We have different kind of people, if you will. We have the Parshmen and the Parshendi, and then we have like the Alethi crowd. And in this book there's really centered about shard blades and shard plates, because those are extremely valuable and extremely rare and not a lot of people have them, so everybody wants, you know, a piece of that. And there's actually like fights about it and everything like that, and it's pretty much just about people trying to protect their people against the Parshendi who they're at war with, and people suddenly start to pretty much get these kind of abilities. I don't want to say too much because, you know, spoilers, and this book is really hard to describe without spoiling anything, but yeah, I think that pretty much summarizes what I usually do say about the book. Question number 2. Without looking on the book, what is the book's genre? I suck it. I really have no idea what genres. I don't know what that's about. From the numbers I've gotten, it's supposed to be shelf 5, book 7. So we have Wires and Nerve by Marissa Meyer. This is sort of I guess it's a sci-fi story, because there's like androids and robots and there's a lot of space stuff going on. I did read the entire Lunar Chronicles and I've read these 2 graphic novels as well, and yeah, so I'll say sci-fi. Question number 3. Without looking at the book, tell us what the cover looks like. Oh shoot. I am over. Shelf 6, book 2. Okay, so we have Charlie och Skuggsystem, try not to look at the camera, by Camilla Läckberg Milisari. I mean, this is a children's book. You know, there's some sort of leopard print on the spine. The rest of the book is sort of a light blue. We have 2 characters on the front. We have Charlie, the main character, and his little sister Polly, and I believe she's wearing a leopard printed sweater of some kind, and she has brown hair. I don't really know. It was such a long time since I read this book, but that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so yes, definitely go with the leopard print, that's correct, and the blue, and she's wearing a leopard printed shirt, and there's 2 characters on the front, and it is Super Charlie and it is Polly. So I mean, I'm going to say it counts because that was pretty good. Question number 4. Without looking, what is the main character's name? We're going to take shelf 4, book 22. So we have Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. This is the graphic novel, and since I only had 21 books on that shelf, I just counted from the start again, and that's why we ended up on this one. I mean, this is about Percy Jackson. Because I mean, it's in the title even, but I mean, I know my Rick Riordan books, okay? It's Percy Jackson. This is even harder. Question number 5. Without looking, what is a side character's name? Can I just get Harry Potter on this one, because I don't rule on that. I have shelf 8, book 19. Oh dear. So this is Eld by Mats Strandberg and Sara Bergmark Elfgren. I read this book when I was like, I don't know, 16 or something maybe. It's been such a long time. I do remember some of the main characters' names, but I don't remember minor. Oh, yes I do. This is about witches. It's like 6 main characters, and one of the girls' boyfriends are called G, and it is short for Gustav. Yes, Gustav. Actually, it's just the one character calling him G, but it's Gustav. I am right on it. Question 6. Guess how many pages the book have without looking. If you guess 25 below, 25 above the number, you can count it as a win. Oh, who keeps track of how many pages the book is? I only know that while I'm reading the book, and then it's just phew, out of my brain. We're going for shelf 4, book 13. So we have Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, Break Riordan. I mean, it's not very thick. My first thought was like 350, but now I don't know, maybe it's shorter. Oh, I suck at this. I really can't. It's all depending on how thick the paper is, because sometimes they look like they're enormous and then it's like 800 pages. But it looks like it's like 2,000. God, if I don't say 350 and it turns out to be closer to 350, I'm gonna kick myself. Damn it, I'm gonna go with 350, okay? We're just gonna do this. Darn it! Oh! Damn it. So it is 279. I was debating on whether I should say 280. And obviously I should have, because I choose the wrong one. Damn it. 7. Without looking, what rating did you give the book? If you land on a book you haven't read, pick a new set of numbers. I suck at this. I can give a book a rating and then 2 minutes later I've forgotten about it. And I might also give books ratings that I, a couple of months later or years later, realize that maybe that was not correct. But yeah. So we're going to go for shelf 1, book 2. So we have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. And this is the illustrated edition by Jim Kay. And I mean, this has always been my least favorite Harry Potter book in the series, but as always, I have actually given all of the books 5 out of 5 stars. And I mean, the illustrated editions, they deserve even more, because honestly, that's gorgeous. Question 8. Without looking, where does this book take place? Okay, I'm screwed. I'm officially screwed. We have Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. I mean, this mostly takes place on Hogwarts, in, I think it's Scotland actually. And, but they're also at the Grimaldi Place, they're on Private Drive, in Little Wing, and, you know, the Ministry of Magic. There are a lot in London, but mostly also in Scotland. So yeah. Number 9, without looking, what are the parents' name? Okay, please let it be Harry Potter again, or I'm screwed. Okay, shelf 9, book 11. Okay, so the book I got is Syster Jeans Andra Sommaren by Anne Brashares. I know what the main characters' names are. Parents' names. Like, I really don't know. And I know they're not that big of part of the story, but I really don't know. Question number 10. Without looking at the hardback, what color is the book under the last jacket? So not all of my books are, you know, hardcovers. So we'll see how this goes. Shelf 7, book 1. So we have A Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I just think that it's going to be black underneath. Astravars, and also I was ready. Question number 11. Without looking, is there anything on the hardback? It's The Hunger Games with Suzanne Collins, and I think there's a Mockingjay under the dust jacket. Yes, I was right. It was only because I read this book like a few months ago and I totally looked then. So, Mockingjay. Number 12. Without taking the dust jacket off, what is the color of the font of the hardback? 11, 1. That's not a hardback. Okay, so that's a paperback, so we're just gonna go on the same shelf and just grab the first hardback that is closest to the one it was supposed to be. Seriously, I don't have a single hardback on the cover on that shelf, so I'm just gonna go to the next shelf over then, just to look what the color of the font of Yes, and this is War of the Wild, which is 11 seller. And is it black? Is it black? I don't know. Darn it, it's some kind of green. Without looking, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbered? So I'm going to do 129. So once again we get Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, although this is the edition in Swedish. So it's Harry Potter och Hemligheternas kammare. And the question was if the chapters have titles or they're just numbered. So in every Harry Potter book they do have chapter names, but they are also numbered. So it's a combination of both. So we have chapter 7, and this one is called Smutskallar och mystiska mumlande. So, point for me. Number 14, without looking on the book cover, does the book have any awards on it? So we're going to shelf 4, book 30. Pyramid by Rick Riordan. I'm not staring into the camera on purpose because I don't want to look at it. But this does not have awards on it. Score. 15, without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? Shelf 3, book 28. So we have The Hero of Ages by Rick Riordan. I know it's shortlisted for some kind of award on this book, but I don't remember if it's an actual blurb or if it only says that it's shortlisted for this award. I'm going to say it's a blurb on it. Damn it! No, I was thinking no first. Like, it just says shortlisted for the David Gemmell Award, and I remember that, but I also thought it was some kind of blurb in combination with that. Obviously I was wrong. Darn it. So this is Alcatraz vs. the Evil Librarians by Brandon Sanderson, illustrated by Haley Lasso. So I don't know what this really counts as, because it's supposed to be if it has a author photo, and it does have a photo in the back. I remember this distinctly because it was so funny. It does have a photo in the back where you usually see the author photo, but it's not actually a photo of Brandon Sanderson. It's a photo of this just a flower pot with some kind of it's not flower really, it's just en växt. I can't remember the word in English. It's a plant, that's the word. Oh my god, struggles. So yeah, and here you go. That's the author photo, and it's actually really funny because in the description here about the author, it just said that Brandon Sanderson is a pen name for Alcatraz Medway and he doesn't want to be found, and that's why it's a plant and stuff. So since I knew this, I think it counts, even though, I mean, I said the right thing. It's an author photo of a plant, but it's not technically an author photo because it's not by the author. But I mean, I knew all this, so it still counts. 18, without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? Oosh. Okay, 12, 30. Okay, so we have The Inquisition by Tara Matherow. He does not use a pen name. Question 19. Without peeking, what point of view is this book written in, first or third? We have Midnight by Aaron Hunter. I'm gonna say it's third if I don't remember wrong. I'm correct. Number 20. Without looking, are there any pictures or graphics in this book? We're going to shelf 9, book 15. Okay, we already had another book in the series. But this is Cirkeln by Mats Strandberg och Sara Bergmark Elfgren. The question was, is there any pictures? There's illustrations of different kind of glyphs. Do they call glyphs? I don't know what they call it, but there's definitely illustrations of them, like right here. So I'm gonna say it counts because there is some stuff like that. Admittedly not a lot. They just show up every now and then. They try to decipher what it means, and it's just more of that stuff. So I'm gonna count it, yes. In 21, we're almost done, and I'm totally sweaty because it's so warm. Without looking, does it have an epilogue? Shelf 10, book 21. We have Pivot Point by Casey West. Does it have a prologue? No, does it have an epilogue, I mean? I'm pretty sure it does, actually. And yes, it does. Epilogue. Yes. Question 22. Without looking, does this book have a prologue? So we're going to... Okay, so the camera died. But what we were talking about was Shattered Lens. And the question was, without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them or none at all? So I think it has none at all. And I think that's like the majority of books don't have anything at all. So it has none. Going to question number 25. Without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? So going to shelf 3, book 19, Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, which I read last year, I think. And do they have designs over the chapter? They have shuttered. I don't think they do. It does not, because they just say like that. So point for me. Without 26, without looking, are the acknowledgements in the front or the back of the book? Shelf 10, book 31. We have Svarta Damen by Hanna Blixt. I love these covers, by the way. And the question was, is the acknowledgement in the front or the back of the book? So I don't know, I'm guessing the back, because I feel like the majority of books have them in the back. Yeah, so since this is a Swedish book, it says instead of acknowledgements, it says Författarens tack, and that is in the back of the book. Question 27, we're almost done here. Without looking, what year was this book published? Oh dear lord. Okay, shelf 4, book 18. We have The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, and I want to say 2012, but maybe that was like more Percy Jackson era. I don't know. I want to say 2012. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. Oh my god. Ah! Oh damn it! I said 2012. This was from 2011. Like 1 year forward. Ah, damn it, so close. Questions 28, it's the last question, and it is, without looking, what year did you read this book? As if I remember that. Okay, shelf 6, book 24. So we have Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I've actually read this twice, and I read it this year. Didn't I? I'm gonna mindfuck which year I read it. I mean, Arch Enemies came out last year, but I don't think I ended up reading it until this year. So I think the first time I read this was 2017. Was it? Or was it 2018? No, I'm so mindfucked now. But Arch Enemies definitely came out, yes, last year. Okay, so 2017. Or maybe the book came out 17, I just didn't read it until 2018. God damn it, we say 217. I'm just gonna check when this was even published. So it was published 2017, and now we're just gonna look up when I read it. No! Damn it, I mean it came out 2017, but I just looked and I added it to my Goodreads on January 23rd, 2017. But I didn't actually start reading it until January 6th, 2018. I finished it on January 15th of 2018. That's so freaking close. Why did I wait so long to reading it? At least I was right about it being published in 2017, but apparently didn't read it until January 2018. I think it was out in November or something like that in 2017. Yes, November 7th. So maybe that's why I didn't start reading it until January, but darn it, so close. Okay, so yeah, those were all the 28 questions. Definitely took some time to do this tag. I got all warm because it's so warm in this apartment, and I've been rushing to and from my shelves all the time. But yeah, this was a really fun challenge to do. Definitely very, very hard, but also feel like it went kind of a lot better than I thought it would, which is a nice change. So you could get a total of 28 points, and I'll write my points right here. And yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button down below. And as I said before, if you want to see the original version of this video, I will link just to the reader's video down below, so you can go check it out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope we see each other in the next one. Bye!